Well, here we go. Race number 2. Because I won last week, we have a new rule implemented. You start 8th or back. They rolled the dice up in the stands. Ended up in a complete inversion. Which put me clear the goddamn back. 15th spot. So I have my work cut out for me. I'm down with that. This is going to be a good race. This here's an example of Morse code. Notice that? 1, 2, 3. It's letting the car in front of you know who's behind you. So, kind of frustrating running your own program. As you can see, there's dust on the lens. And for the first time I've ever tried it, we were going slow enough. I did a first gear start. Didn't help. Notice how everybody walks me up the chutes. I need to find some horsepower or something, some RPM. A little bit of traffic and a little bit of, oh, you were sideways, I'm trying to help you. Didn't work. So the track conditions were 1 of 1. It was like nothing I'd ever driven. We had some faster cars there. Of course, it got a little bit, I don't want to say ruddy, but it created a burn. But right through the middle of the track, in the groove, you'll notice, and it gets exceptionally bad. Here in a little bit, trying to make my way here, show my presence. Yeah, you see my fender now. And then, boy, I jumped up. I didn't mean to do that. That kind of just grabbed a hold of me. So, yeah, the track surface. Some goat nibble in, I believe it was Pure Stocks. I could smell it on the track. And you can feel it. I can feel it. You can hear it. Somebody dumped antifreeze on the goddamn track. Nobody. That's why I say goat nibble. You can spell that with a capital G. You're not supposed to run antifreeze in your race cars. For this very reason. You're supposed to run water. You want to use water wetter with it. But there was absolutely zero traction in turn 1 and 2. Bum deal there. Oh gosh, off the top of my head, I want to say his last name's Slavin. Good guy. Ended up a little bit of hard driving in a 2-car incident and got his recently rebuilt and beautified car bent and broken. That's always a bummer. So as you notice, everybody seems to walk me up the chute. If I can't carry my speed, if I don't have an open track in front of me, everybody just steps on the gas and will walk me. So I have to get creative with my driving techniques. And chances are I probably won't be making too many friends. You hear that? Absolutely. No, zero traction there. There's a little bit down here in 3 and 4. And you know, sometimes you just gotta pee what God gives you. You gotta drive the track. It is in constant change, constant state of flux. But antifreeze is not the the traction compound, man, it's the opposite. Just absolutely obliterate the hoops. I mean, there's just nothing there. I mean, it's got me questioning if I've got a clutch going out. It's that bad. So what things are shaping up to be is that little white car in front of me there is Austin Bowden. I got it right. That Mickey Mouse with the middle finger right there, number 41 car, he's my major competition at the moment. I'll be number 1 in points at the moment. He's number 2. And, hey, check that out. I'm 54 years old. That there is what you call cat-like reflexes. Bring it. You want to play the slap hand game? We can do that. I'll win. So, just, just letting them know I'm there. I mean, it looked like the bumper's falling off anyway, so I'm doing it again. So, we had a good race going, and as you can see, I'm clocking off the field pretty good. Tried to get a fender up in his view, all up in his grill. And we had the greatest race. It was... Okay, so if you look in front of him, there's 2 cars. So I'm currently 4th. So I've gone from 15th to 4th at this point. And we're all just trying to drive the track, which, since I catch on so quick, I keep driving through the same lane. I'm an idiot. Right up until I got wise. And this is my first official slide job. No, that's not it. Damn it, that's not the one. I'm working up to it. Now, slide jobs are usually reserved for sprint cars or outlaw late models or just anything that goes sideways to return. And I was pretty proud of myself for this move. It's coming up. It's coming. Here we go. Now we're going wide. Dive bomb in. Watch out, here I come. Yeah, hello. And it worked. Good move, Antler. I'm very proud of you. Or I'm very proud of me. So, now I'm in 3rd. 15th to 3rd. Let's keep her going. We got a good rhythm going. And I think I'm making a little bit of time here. I'm trying to close in on him. Shit. Son of a sun-baked baby booger. My damn battery ran out. And to top it off, my second camera, as you noticed, wasn't being used because somebody else didn't want to install it on their car. Whatever. So, what ensued was a bitchin' scramble. It was like one of the most fun. Austin and I, in that little white 41 car, we had a scramble. It was, I was sideways for a lot of the race. A lot of assistance from him. Actually, at one point, and it went through my mind, he had me so sideways, smacked me one good, and had me so sideways, I almost let go. I almost tried to draw the yellow just to stack shit back up so I could get back in the field. But you have to trust that the starter and everybody else sees it and you regain your position, which I probably could have done. So maybe next time. It doesn't matter. I held the third. I was in third for quite a few laps, and got down to like 2 to go. I don't know. It was right towards the end, and Austin put a move on me. He figured it out. Whereas I didn't figure it out. I kept driving through the antifreeze like an idiot. Kinda. By the way, it's got a good beat. It's easy to dance to. Pile drivers. So he got by me, and he was going up. He has more suspension, taller tires, and was gripping up in the berm. And just, I gave it everything. I was going for it hard, and I couldn't catch him. So I ended up finishing 4th. And so what? Recap of the day? Well, that was it. Bob had some bad luck in his Zero car, the duck car. His ignition blowing the fuse, and shit happens, you know? Yeah, it's racing. Sucks, but it's racing. What? Put on a school or a clinic or an impromptu powwow to talk with newer drivers, and it went from 1 person to 4. Convinced at the drivers meeting that we can go out on track. I wanted to show these newer drivers how to instill some confidence and worry about accelerating through the turn. And then that whole situation turned into, it made a booger look like a dozen roses, because the track itself was so swampy. I mean, it got a deep soak, and it would have been all right had it been 90 degrees out, but it just never quite. It was wet. It was wet. There was no traction. It didn't instill any confidence. But I think it helped out because Kirsten in the, I think it's the 14 car. You'll see us go zooming by her. She thought I was trying to kill her. Actually finished 8th. Finished 8th out of 15 or 16 in her second race ever. So if one person got it, I don't know if I'm to blame. Maybe she's just getting courage. All I know is she had a shit-eating grin ear to ear that she couldn't wipe off her face after the race. Right on. What? I'm always available to talk about driving and just talk about where, if I want people to come out and race. We got to build the sport, and I'm all about it. And I want to remove any hesitancy in anybody that's interested in racing. I want to remove bad habits or ideas that people get in their mind of how to drive a car. You know, there's stupid little hillbilly statements like, yeah, drive, you know, keep your foot on the throttle until you go so far into the turn that you shit your pants, and then turn the steering wheel when you can smell it. Bullshit. That's how you kill people. It might work in a sprint car or something like that, but just doesn't work very well in other forms. There's a good resource on YouTube for noobs or people that are just seeking information or ideas or thought processes on 4-cylinder racing. He's on the East Coast, and it's called Build It Kingdom. And he's got 2 deals where he kind of talks a little bit about setup in a car. He talks about how to drive a car. And every car has its own characteristics. They all act differently. I can only speak from my perspective, and I'm no pro, dude. I've only been at this a couple years, but I used to road race, and my experience in road racing, before you can go onto a track, you take a half-a-day class, paperwork and describing apexes and physics of how a car acts. These are inalienable truths. You only have so much grip. You have to be aware of the dynamics. I mean, for every person that drives a car on the road should actually have to take driver's training. That's my firm belief, because a lot of people, they never pass physics. Physics is important. You can't dodge the laws of the universe. Okay? Yeah, we're in race cars. What's that have to do with the stars? Everything. Hey man, we're all just stardust, bro. Well, so where am I at here? So what I learned from Team Continental and driver training for road racing: do all of your deceleration, your braking, your downshifting, do it in a straight line. Set up, get things neutral, and then smooth inputs on the steering wheel, on the gasoline. Everything needs to be smooth. I mean, it's not a perfect world. Sometimes you're gonna have to yank the steering wheel. Sometimes you're gonna have to yank the, stuff the brakes. That shit happens. But idealistically, what is fast is smooth, controlled, smooth. So do your implements. Just got a text. I'll figure that out here in a minute. Do your implements in a controlled manner. Or inputs. Good God, I got too much shit going through my mind here. Bear with me. So I've pissed off many a driver because I had a tendency to step on the brakes right before I go into a corner. Why? In a straight line. But from that point forward, I am accelerating as best I can through the turn. I want to control the car with my right foot. With your gas inputs, if you have your steering wheel in a turn, you don't need to be anywhere near the brake in the turn, period. You want to have your foot over it maybe, just in case. But if you step on the brakes in the turn, the ass end's coming around, you're going to the infield. That's physics. That's the way it works. You only have so much grip. I guess I can go into this stuff later, but for the most part, you're going to want to keep your foot away off of that brake pedal, and you want to modulate your brake so you are accelerating through the turn. Don't think of it as two straightaways and then how to get to the turn. Think of it, the starting line is the beginning of the turn. Think of the track as the starting line is the beginning of each turn. You will improve immensely that way. You'll be safer, you'll have more fun, and we'll keep you coming back. And maybe we can get more people and more people and more people. I mean, after she won 8th, she put a post on Facebook, hey, wait, I got 8th in my second race ever. And I'm like, I posted, ooh, ain't you a bad bitch now? And she's just like, I'm gonna pass you, you watch. And I'm like, bring it. And I mean that, man. It's a fun sport. Everybody should be smiling. And I don't subscribe to any of that bullshit of people getting pissy, unless it's a very intentional dump. You know what? We're gonna bump each other. That's the sport. It's fun. There are some gonads out there that just can't handle their car, or they just drive rough, and it's unfair. But whatever. Growing pains. There's never any reason to talk shit or get upset or get vengeful or whatever, man. Just teach them how to drive. Just teach them how to drive. Outsmart them at their dumb game. If they ain't got the ability to get around you, show them how it's done. Whatever. So, yeah, enough of my babble. And check out next week. More racing to come. Thanks for watching, and spread the word. Get people to check me out. I don't know. I'm having fun. I want it to be informational. check out Build It Kingdom. I think he's a great guy, and he does, you know, he educates. He'll learn you, give you guys some ideas of what to do with the car, ideas with how to get around the track. And it's everybody's different. Everybody's got a different driving style. Everybody's car acts differently, and the track changes. So you have to be dynamic. You aren't just a driver. You have to be able to translate what happens when you do what to the car, and, you know, be a biffle. That's what you want to be. You want to be a biffle. Wouldn't you like to be a biffle too? So enough said. I'm Steve Entler. Hater Flame. Later.